All right, let's talk about 5 ways to stand out as a guy. And let's get straight into it. Number 1, you need to develop an athletic physique. So let's start with some low-hanging fruit here. Improving your body is the foundation that all other improvements are founded on, and it should be your first priority before anything else. Health is the most valuable thing you can attain because without it, life becomes a living hell in many cases. And I say that as someone that has lost their health in the past, and it is absolutely brutal. And technically, we probably should all be in it just for our health, but you're watching this video for the aesthetic improvements. So by bringing your body fat down to an athletic level and adding some muscle to your frame, you immediately improve your facial features by reducing bloat and allowing your jawline and cheekbones to show more easily. You also improve how your clothes fit you, and your presence around others changes as well. People notice an athletic guy, and they notice when your shoulders and your chest fill out your shirts differently from the average guy. And when I say they notice, I definitely mean women. There was a guy that I trained a while ago, and he made some big changes to his physique when I was coaching him for a couple of years. When he had added muscle to his frame and had that athletic lean physique going on, he talked about how girls had completely different responses to him versus when he was skinnier before. Girls would grab his arms, triceps, biceps, his forearms, his legs, everything, and just make comments about how muscular he felt and how attracted they were. He said that he noticed a huge boost in attraction from girls that he was dating. And that might be obvious to some of you, but there's still a lot of guys out there that aren't working out and really maximizing their physique. And I call it low-hanging fruit because it just takes effort from you on a daily basis in the gym and in the kitchen to get this. And anybody can do it as long as you have the ability to work out and eat right. And your physique is like a layer of armor you wear everywhere. So that's why it's worth rehashing this point over and over again until you make it a top priority. It just makes everything else easier in terms of improving your looks, and you should aim to make working out and eating right habitual, just like brushing your teeth is, or I hope it is. You will only continue to stand out from everyone else as you age and as people get progressively more and more out of shape. So this is an investment that pays dividends for decades to come. As time goes on, you become an even rarer commodity. Number 2, smile more and be the first to engage. Guys with charisma always stand out above the crowd, especially as people have become more socially awkward as we become more and more glued to our phones every day, and we stay inside more than ever. If you're a guy that can confidently lead a conversation and light up the room, that's an immediate way to improve your status and perception anywhere you go. Of course, this is within reason, because being loud for the sake of being loud isn't the point, and that will hurt your image. But what will help is being the laid-back, friendly guy that is first to engage in social situations. If you're more introverted, I challenge you the next time you're out to be the first one to say hi to someone or to throw out a compliment to a cashier at the grocery store before they have a chance to greet or compliment you. Challenge yourself to beat them to the punch before someone else has the chance to say hi to you or even nod or wave at you as they walk by. I personally go on walks daily on a trail nearby, and there's always people walking that will wave or nod, and I constantly challenge myself to always be the first one to greet them with eye contact and a relaxed smile. The reason I do this is because it pays off big in social scenarios all around, and you will start to program your brain to break the ice with everyone without fear. It's also very low investment, so you shouldn't feel very anxious doing this at first compared to something like going up to a girl and asking her for her number, which can be more of a mind game due to how big your mind perceives the situation, which that's another video in itself. Simply be first to confidently greet people with a smile and possibly throw out a compliment. The other benefit here is that you'll also feel good seeing how it can light up someone else's day by being acknowledged, and people will remember you for that. Number 3, have the ability to smoothly transition from fun to serious. If you take note of celebrity interviews with stars like Chris Hemsworth or Brad Pitt or anyone else that has a presence that stands out amongst other men, you will notice that they have the ability to smoothly and quickly transition from a joking demeanor to a more serious, thoughtful one if the situation calls for it. This is really important for appealing to humans in general, but especially for attracting women. If you possess the ability as a guy to make a girl laugh, but also flip the switch and go into a deep, meaningful conversation, you immediately separate yourself from the pack. And you separate yourself because the average person does not go very deep with their conversation, and many guys get stuck in a goofy mode trying to be funny, but not having any additional layers to their personality. Studying how celebrities do this and educating yourself on deeper topics that interest you can pay off big here. However, keep in mind it's all about calibration. On average, when you're with a girl, you want to keep things lighthearted and fun, so don't drone on about stoic philosophy just with the aim of being deep. But don't always be the silly fun guy either, and recognize when depth of conversation will help you connect with another person. The guy that possesses the ability to be fun yet thoughtful is in the top percentile. Number 4, posture and body language. The next time you're out in a busy place, take note of the posture and body language of the average man around you. Their shoulders are usually slouched, their chin is down, their upper back is rounded, and many guys tend to make themselves appear smaller and more closed off instead of having more open body language and a posture that projects a casual confidence. This has only gotten worse as people's posture continues to get worse from texting all the time. The weakest posture you can have is that posture where that texting reinforces, and that's just another reason to stay off your phone. The good news is that this can make standing out with simple posture tweaks even easier to do. The next time you're out, do a quick posture check on yourself every 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes more and more habitual. Imagine that a string is pulling you up from the top of your head, and stand up straight with your chest out, chin slightly elevated, and a little bit of tension in your abs to pull your stomach in, and you will immediately not only see the visual benefits of this, but you will feel them too. A strong posture immediately makes your mind feel stronger and more confident, and you stand out from the crowd because of this. Number 5, have a chill demeanor and make things look effortless. One of the easiest ways to look cooler and stand out from other people is to have a chill demeanor about you and make things look effortless. We live in a society where people love to wear their hard work as a badge of honor and almost find it noble to complain about it in many cases. People often bond over bitching about their jobs or the long day that they had yesterday. However, there's nothing inherently attractive about any of that, and what we actually value and look up to is the guy that is cool, calm, and collected, and the guy who seems to just be a natural at everything that he does. The way to implement this is by having a relaxed demeanor around people where you project a mix of being happy yet relaxed like nothing phases you. Picture a guy with a confident smirk that enjoys the moment and isn't plagued with stress about what he's doing tomorrow or worrying about what other people around him are thinking about him at the moment. He's the type of guy that's confident in his ability to have a good time anywhere, and he's appreciative of just being alive. These types of guys are also good at making things appear effortless. They don't run their mouth about all the big things they're working on or the trials and tribulations of the things they're pursuing. They simply do the work quietly, and the results eventually appear in front of others. Their appearance looks well put together, but also effortless and relaxed, like they aren't trying too hard. This is the overall vibe to aim for, and it's highly attractive to other people. Everyone loves the guy who is slow to anger, fun to be around, and appears to be a natural at everything he does. And the easiest way to start working on this is to talk less about the things that you're doing and complain less overall. This doesn't mean never express yourself, but keep the negativity to a minimum and be quieter about your goals. Keep them to yourself on average. Also practice being relaxed and being harder to rattle under stress. Smile more and just enjoy the moment. The more present you are, the more relaxed you will be, and that will separate you from the average guy who's in his head, stressed out, and just not enjoying the moment. Anyway, hopefully you got some value from those points, and remember that standing out is more so just about consistently putting in the effort to better yourself and overcome your fears and weaknesses, rather than it just being difficult to do. It takes a consistent effort to continue pursuing these things and continue getting better and refining yourself. And try not to do it for other external validation. I know that can be hard sometimes. We like the approval of others. We like to be praised for things. But the more you can keep it an internal pursuit, in terms of just looking to better yourself, the more satisfied you will be in your mind overall, and the less it'll feel like you're chasing a carrot on a stick that you can never really obtain. So with that said, if you want to check out any of the things I have to offer, check the links down in the description below. Make sure you watch this video next, and I will see you in the next one.